Hey farming peeps, how are we? Toaster 12 here. And yes, it's time for another lunchtime discussion. And I'm going to ask ahead of time, please share this video, tag people in it, let everyone know, especially console users, because this is the ones, should I say, that this is going to pertain to the most. And with that being said, Giants, get ready for this one. They gave us FS22 from 19, which we all know has dramatic changes to it. Epic lighting, for one. Graphics are amazing. The mods are dropping like crazy. We have a new map, and this is Alien Gems map, No Man's Land. However, I'm actually not on FS22 right now. This is FS19, as you can tell. And there's a reason for it. And the reason being simply because it's the only map that has dropped. There's no other maps available. And just the other one, he has nothing to do with this. I'm just using his map because of the simple fact it's the only one out there. There's no other map available. As other maps drop, I will probably end up doing the same thing, just to double check. However, there are mods that has dropped from 19 into FS22. So, with that being said, this affects, and the result of FS22 has a major effect on everybody, but the smoke and mirrors, if you will, has a major effect on console users. I mean, like I said, there's drastic changes that Giants has done. Amazing ones, to say the least. And some that was well overdue. And everyone complained about, especially console users. The 70% reduction on mod usage, the increased mod slots that we gained. Or did we? To that point, let me show you this. Like I said, I'm on No Man's Land. And if you'll remember, in the Mod Hub, on 22, we had the New Holland TX32 drop. And if you look, it's 27 slots right here at $100,000. Which is epic. It's amazing. Now, I'm on the Xbox S as we speak, as I'm talking right now. I've checked it across all platforms. PS5, the PS4, Xbox S. So remember this, 27 slots right here. Okay? I'll get to that in just a second. That's the magic number, 27. But look at this. We're on No Man's Land. And let me go to my garage. I own nothing. Because I start from scratch. Okay? I own no land. Because I started from scratch. Okay? However, This is FS19 on the Xbox S. Look at the slots. With a blank map, no machinery, nothing purchased, and no owned land. Just starting out from scratch. I've got 92 slots of 1,299. That's epic. That is amazing. I love that. It doesn't get any better than that. But look at this. This is the same map on the PS4 in FS19. $92 of $12.99. Okay, we all have that. Same thing. So that was the PS4. This is the Xbox S. Stay with me. There's a reason for this. And remember, the magic number is 27. Now let's go to FS22. Let's look at that. I want to show you a drastic difference between the two of them. I noticed it the other day. Some friends and I have talked about it, some in depth and some briefly. But yet we've talked about it. And there's the harvesters. Now here is the New Holland TX32. It's installed. So now let's look at this. There's the No Man's Land I started out on, checking it, but let's delete that. Go fresh so I can show y'all. Start from scratch. So I own nothing. No Man's Land. Take everything out. Nothing's installed. Except, well, I didn't even install it. We'll have to go back and do that in a second. Gotta love the wrong button pushing. Anyway, I can show you this. We don't care about that right now. This is FS22. You can see all that. Here is the main thing. Now keep in mind, would you look at that? A blank map, nothing owned, no machinery, no animals, no land, nothing owned. And we're at 469 slots used of 5,155. FS19 was 92 slots of $12.99. And I've done the math on that. You can do it yourself. For FS19, 92 slots used of 1,299 is 0.07082371% of the slots. So basically it's 0.0708% of the slots used. So that's how many slots percentage-wise you have used. 0.0708. On FS22, the percentage of slots used, 469 of 5,155. That percentage is 0.0909796. So basically it's 0.0909. There's only a 0.2% difference from the slot usage from 19 to 22 on a blank, bare, fresh start map. 0.2%. Not even 1% difference of the slots used. And get a load of this. Let me pull this up for you. Right here. Here's No Man's Land on FS19. Like I said, nothing against Jim. Jim's amazing. I love the man. He is an awesome, amazing creator and modder. He has nothing to do with this. Like I said, I'm just using his map because it's the only map that has dropped for FS22. This is all giants. All 110% giants. The file size is 173.49 megabytes on 19. On FS22, it's 62.84 megabytes. The file size has dropped more than half. A lot more than half. That is crazy. So the file size is less than half the size, but yet the slot count usage is, there's no difference. Less than 1% usage difference. Of course, the number's different because we have 5,155 slots compared to 1,299. So, of course, the usage is going to be dramatically different. I mean, the numbers are going to be dramatically different because, you know, hell, 1% of 1,299 versus 1% of 5,155 is a lot of difference because of the numbers are different. When you take 10% of $100 or 10% of $1,000, there's a difference. But when you take 10% of $100 out of a $100 bill and 10% out of $100 out of two $50 bills, the numbers are the same. It's smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors. We're being lied to. We are being lied to by giants. A 70% slot reduction usage. And they gave us more mods to use, more slot counts to use. Not more mods, but they gave us more slot counts to use for the mods. But yet the mods are using more slots. Please, don't do us any more favors, giants. You're screwing us. Smoke and mirrors is exactly what you're doing. You're lying to us. I'd like to see the schematics on your slot reduction and your slot increase that you have given us and that you've done. Because we have a smaller file size map that is using triple the amount of slots. And don't tell me, oh, it's because of the graphics. I don't believe it. Not happening. No way. No how. Don't see it. Sorry. Not sorry. So, here's the same. I'll show this one. Here's the same video on the PS5. This is the same video. Well, not the same video, but it's a PS5. Same map, as you can tell. So now I go in. Look at that. Nothing owned at all. 500,000 to start with. I started a new, start from scratch. I own no land, no animals. I own nothing. A bare, blank, fresh start map. And look at this. FS22. 469 slots of 5,155. That is crazy. I don't get it. So, what do you think? Do you think we're being lied to? I do. Yeah, we don't want to save that because we want to show, I want to show you this. Start from scratch. No man's land. Take everything off. Except we want this new harvester they dropped for us. The TX32. That's what we want. Because in FS19, that was an in-game mod. And it used 27 slots. Remember the magic number? 27? That magic number has changed. Because now, we have that same harvester. But let me tell you, there it is. That same harvester in FS22 uses 53 slots. It doubled. The slot count doubled. For what reason? I don't get it. So you give us an in-game harvester that uses 53 slots in 19 or 27 slots in 19, but now you give it to us as a downloadable mod and you double the slot count usage, to 53%. That was supposed to be a 70% reduction. What the hell? Seriously? Well, if you ask me, this is a bunch of bullshit. Fermented bullshit at that. Especially when you have a map that has a dramatic reduction in file size, but it has a triple increase of slot usage. What happened to the 70% reduction? Smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors. That's all this is. We're being lied to, and I'd like to know why. It makes no sense. I don't understand it. Maybe someone can explain it to me. And like I said, I'm not going to believe, oh, it's the graphics. I don't believe it. Because, for one, look at the Closs Lexion 8900. It's 15 slots. 15 slots. You know as well as I do, a lot of the Closs equipment was high slot count in 19. So did they just do a slot reduction usage for in-game equipment? And that's it? So all the modded equipment is going to be dramatically higher? All the downloadable mods is higher? Is that what it is? You know, if you give a man a $100 bill, he has $100. If you give the man two $50 bills, he has $100. If you give the man 5 20s, he still has $100. And if you give a man 100 ones, he still has $100. And there's a point to this. The more you slice it and break it down, the more it looks like you have. But nonetheless, it all still equals the same. And I just figured that out. A 0.0708% usage on FS19 and a 0.0909% usage on FS22 of the slot count. So Giants, what's really happening? Smoke and mirrors, boys and girls. I'm sure there's more I'm going to come up with on this, because I'm going to do some more snooping, figuring, putting the numbers to it. I've done an attempt at this video 3 or 4 times and changed my mind on different things and wanted to do it slightly different and pull different things in and show different things. I think I'm going to go with this one. However, there may be a part 2. Because it gets me with some of that stuff. Because I'm going to start checking mods now. From previous FS19 to the current FS22. I want to know the difference. I want to know the difference in the slot count usage that we're saving 70% on. Or we were supposed to. So Giants says, and don't worry, I was fooled too. I was all ecstatic about that. It was amazing. I couldn't wait because we gained an exponential amount of slot usage for console users. 5155 for the new gen, and what, 2400 for the console, old console, PS4 and Xbox. And a 70% slot reduction. And I so wish you could see that air quotes I was using. And I say that sarcastically now. I even put a video out on it because I thought it was amazing. Kudos, Giants. Well, kudos this. Smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors. We're being lied to. You know, when you have a fresh bake apple pie on the holidays, or that pecan pie for the holidays, for Christmas here today and yesterday and everything, at dinner you have those pies. They look so good, taste so good, because you know they're going to be, because you know who made them. You got that one single pecan pie, and they're over there slicing it. You know, those perfectly pie wedges. You can slice a pie in half. You can slice a pie in quarters. You can even slice a pie in 8s. Make 8 pieces, 4 pieces, or 2 pieces. Or you can leave it whole and have 1 piece. Do you know what all that equals? It's still just a single pie. No matter how you slice it, you have the same amount. Doesn't matter. Giants, it don't matter how you divide up those slots. You still have the same amount. So I'm wondering what they done. Like I said, Giants will never comment on this. I would love for them to, by all means. Because I would like to see, like I said, I'd love to see the schematics on their slot reduction of 70% usage and their slot increase. Did you just slice and dice them and add them back to the game to make it appear an optical illusion that we have more mods than what we do? And then you up the slot usage on stuff so it appears that, hey, well, look at that, oh my gosh, we're saving. You didn't think anybody would backpedal and investigate, did you? Well, I did. So have a few others, because they've noticed it as well. Like I said, I've discussed it at length with a few friends and briefly with a few others. Please, what do you think down below? I've showed you the evidence. I've got more if you'd like to see it. I've got video clips that I've saved from the PS4 and from the PS5, and I'm on the Xbox S as we speak. So please, let me know what you think down below. Is it all smoke and mirrors? I think so. Because I don't think the graphics is going to change mods that much. Poly count? It could. But you know how giants are on the poly count with the console. They don't like it. So, what gives? WTF. Because something's nuts. Something's crazy. I don't know what it is. Can't put my finger on it, which I think I already have. But like I said, it's a bunch of fermented bullshit. So please, put your comment down below. Tell me what you think. Smoke and mirrors, boys. Smoke and mirrors. Until next time, we'll catch you later.